So I just finished outfitting my new Esquif Prospecteur 15. I set it up for solo travel. We're going to be traveling mostly on rivers with Class 2 rapids. I do want to give a big shout out to Gareth Mahood on his YouTube channel is MYOA, Make Your Own Adventures. If you get a chance, go check him out. He's got some good stuff on there. But Gareth set his Prospector up very similar to this, and I really liked how he set it up. And this is my first time outfitting a canoe, so I was constantly asking him questions, and he was just a big help, giving me a lot of input. And so I really appreciate him helping me out with this. Like I said, if you get a chance, check out his channel. But let me show you what we got going on here. So for starters, I changed out the rope that comes stock on this boat. They just had it tied a knot on both sides. It was kind of pulling against the hull. I didn't really like that, you know, in the case, you know, we have to build a Z-rig or something to free this canoe. I didn't want all of that weight pulling on this hole here. So what I did is I changed that out for 1-inch webbing, and inside I tied a water knot. So it's a continuous loop going all the way through. So that was one of the first things I changed, was that. Next, I added these Palm Pro throw bags. They're 25 meters long. I'm going to use these for swim lines. They're just secured here with some bungee. So they'll pull right out. I have those connected here to the grab loops that I changed out with webbing. There's a lot of different opinions on how long your swim line should be. I figured for starters, I would just go with longer. I can always shorten it or change it in the future. But for right now, I just went with the 25 meters. I've got one on the front and then also one back there on the back. So on airbags, I ended up running, so like I said, I'm going to be running this solo. So I'm going to be sitting in the bow seat facing the stern. So behind the bow, I've got a 60-inch vinyl Harmony bag. And then in the stern, I've got a 48-inch Harmony bag as well. These are not really the bags that I wanted. I really wanted to get some nylon bags, but it was incredibly difficult to find those anywhere in stock. I have a trip coming up, so I had to settle for the vinyl. I'll probably end up changing those in the future. So for food storage, I've got this 60-liter canoe barrel from Recreational Barrel Works. I just took some vinyl D-rings, glued them to the bottom of the canoe there. So we're going to put that there. I went with a canoe barrel because it will add a little flotation to the boat, displaces some water. There's also different thoughts on whether you should secure stuff down to the boat or if you should just let it go. From my thoughts is I will be traveling solo sometime, so rather than having a yard sale on the river and not having anyone to help police up my gear, I figured I could just secure this to the bottom of the canoe. That way it stays with the boat, but also it's going to help displace water just like the bags will and add some more flotation. Next, I've got this solar charging system from Voltaic Systems. I've got up top here, I've got a 20-watt solar charger, and then it runs into this box here that's waterproof, and I've got, I think it's a 20,000 milliamp hour, something like that, charging system in there, so, or a battery pack. So we'll show you what this looks like in here. So inside here, I've got, this is just holding some memory cards. Here's the battery pack. I've actually got some extra storage underneath, and then I just ran GoPro dual charger there. So the reason I'm bringing this along is, you know, I don't encourage people to bring electronics and stuff on wilderness trips. To me, it kind of takes away from it all. But I will be filming these trips, so I will need lots of battery space. So that's what I've brought that along for. So last, I have this knee pad from North Star. It's been pretty comfortable when I've used it. You can move it around. You can see it's not very big. It's pretty minimalistic. In the future, I probably will glue in some permanent knee pads with some thigh straps as my skill level increases with the level of whitewater that I'm running. And then the paddle that I'll be using is this Bending Branches Expedition paddle. Well, as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. Just let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video or found it useful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps little channels like mine out. If you want to see more content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one.